So Lee, it's a defeat here against Lancaster City this afternoon, and possibly one of the worst performances of the season there.
Yeah, probably that's the worst in the time yourself and Nath have done. That's probably the worst we've played, we've felt, and we've been. It's unfortunately it's 90 minutes of not good football, and like we always say, if we're not at it and we're not equal or better than our opposition players, what happens at this level, and we well and truly got what we deserved today.
Yeah, Lancaster took the lead in strange circumstances, but given the balance of play in the opening stage of the game, that goal seemed like it was coming.
Yeah, we said them at half time. We've had a let off. We should have been 3 or 4 behind. They'd done everything we asked, we talked about doing, and just never got put into place. They turned us constantly. Our centre halves, full backs spent half the game facing our own goal. They won second balls. They won the battle on a difficult pitch, basically. And unfortunately, we weren't at it. And like you say, half time 1-0. We were happy with that because it could have and should have been a couple more.
Yeah, you mentioned about the half time there. It was a chance perhaps just to regroup and put in a better performance in the second half, but it just didn't seem to really come over, and sort of a similar pattern really.
No, we sat them down and we said that we've escaped there. We talked about the same thing, turning them, getting their centre halves facing their own goal, pushing the midfield up, winning the second balls. Our defenders defending better. We had 3 or 4 chances in the first minute of the second half to turn them. We didn't. We tried to play short passes, or we didn't connect with the ball. Their first chance, bang, they turned us through on goal 2-0, and I wouldn't say it killed the game, but it gives you an absolute mountain to climb early in the second half.
You mentioned about those areas in around the edge of the attacking box. It seemed to be at 2-0 where, if anything, there was a bit more lively up at that end of the pitch, but still just couldn't really create those chances at all.
Yeah, their big fella up front, the number 9, he showed us how to do it today. It stuck on him, he set, they had midfield runners off him, the 10 dropping, causing us problems. Just nothing worked for us today. It's not for the one to try, and we'll never knock the players for that. It just, unfortunately, we didn't get our heads around the conditions, the pitch, and we didn't change quick enough, and we're going to have to, sharpish, because we're going to be like this for a few weeks or months to come now with the conditions and the pitch.
Yeah, and then just looking at some key moments in the game, obviously Whitby had a penalty shout with their own at 2-0, and then not long after, Lancaster do get the penalty, and that really killed the game off, that free goal. If there was any chance we would get back into, need to get a goal.
Yeah, we had 2. Malik had a decent chance first half, a decent chance second half. Who knows, 2-1 with a bit to go, they might have sat back and we could have pushed on, but that's what ifs, isn't it? The basis is we weren't good enough for anything today, and when the little chances came, we couldn't take them. They were just better all over the pitch. Fair play to them. They've made even for the first game of the season where we beat them.
Yeah, and just looking back at that first game as well, it seemed to be 2 completely different games in the fact that on that occasion, obviously, we came out on top, but in terms of Lancaster's performance, it seemed very slow and laboured, whereas today it was the complete opposite to that, and they moved the ball around quickly and sort of roles reversed, essentially making it hard for us. Yeah,
they just, like you said, they were, to a man, they were better than us in, I'd say, every position, barring Shane Bland, who he made a few mistakes, but he made a save on the back end of them mistakes, and he can hold his head up high today. He came off the pitch having done well. The rest of us, one of them days we weren't at it. We've got to make sure we're okay and ready to go Tuesday and next Saturday.
Yeah, and then just looking at the game on Tuesday night and another home game, so again the conditions will be similar against York City in the North Riding Cup. So I don't really know what sort of team they're going to put out, but at the same time, I suppose it was one of those games like you probably want to go into it and really try and get a good performance in and get looking like the time we have been.
Yeah, well, we said after Morpeth last week, it's 8 days. 8 days is all it is. We've had 2 bad results. That's put it into reality. We've two games where we haven't won. 8 days of the season. We would have liked to have trained Tuesday, Thursday this week, but fortunately because of COVID at the venue where we train, we haven't been able to do anything. So we've gone into today, no training. We haven't had a chance to get Morpeth out our systems. Hope this would. York now Tuesday is a perfect opportunity against obviously a big team. We'll be underdogs. They've had games after games called off for COVID, so they'll be itching for a game. We've got to get our performances right. We've got to get our standards back, and defensively, midfield, attack, all over the pitch. And like you said, it's a perfect chance. The league is what matters to us, but Tuesday night is a real good chance to put the past 2 performances behind us.
Yeah, and as well, just on those league games, back here again next Saturday as well against Atherton Collieries, and that's got a lot more importance on it now, I'd imagine, given the recent results.
Yeah, you want to win every game. We could, truth be told, we could probably do without Tuesday night. We've got a few more injuries today. Squad's battling away. The league is the important one. We'll probably shuffle it around, but it'll be opportunities for people, and there's places up for grabs now. That's how football works. On the back of 2 poor performances, everyone has an equal shout and a chance to earn a shirt.
Thank you very much, Lee.